I made a promise to introduce tonight's guest of honor. Here we go. Tonight's guest of honor is a man who was born on 10th May 1960 in Port Portal, which, by the way, is one of Uganda's most beautiful districts because of its beautiful people, beautiful nature, serene and unique environment. He received his education from Namasagari College, Nyakasura School, the London School of Accountancy in the United Kingdom, and went on to join the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators. He is a married man, and together with his wife Carol, they are the parents of 4 children. This gentleman is a businessman and an entrepreneur who founded and chairs the multinational Simba Group of companies. These companies have their interests in telecoms, media, energy production, mining, real estate, travel and leisure. As of 2012, he had a net worth of $100 million. He also serves on many boards in Uganda and is an active philanthropist. Tonight, chilling out in one of his many properties, the new SKYZ Hotel in Naguru. This is the 5-star accommodation with a 5-star view. You saw that for yourself. They offer the best in business, travel and leisure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Mr. Patrick Bitature'S, also the chairman of the Private Sector Foundation.
Thank you. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't believe everything you see on Wikipedia. Those things she's talking about, they are just off the internet. People write what they like, anybody can write what they like. But I'm delighted to be here amongst you. And look how beautiful you all look. You enhance this property. Today, where do I start? I came here much earlier, about 7 o'clock, because usually I said you got to be here at the time. When I came, there were not that many people. So I could slip away. I asked her permission before so that I could slip away, attend another function, and come back. So my apologies for those who saw me coming in late. In the first instance, when Purity came to book this venue, I happened to be here. I wanted to see you, talk. And she wanted to have this next week, in the coming week. But I told her I would not be here, and she wanted me to be a guest at her function. She didn't tell me I'd be the chief guest, because normally when I come here, I'm the head waiter. I don't know why they call me about it. It's really a chief waiter. So I told her I will not be here. She had made her bookings, because today is the day the World Bank representative, the country manager in Uganda, has a function too. So I said, I'll let my daughter represent me. She said she's going to take her business to Serena. So I had to cancel the other one, make sure I'm here, because I was not going to miss the business here. But on a more serious note, I would like to say that I go far with Purity's family, way back. I've known her father for a very long time. I got to know her when she was quite young. I knew her sister very well, properly. Our father is an amazing man. He hails from Ibanda. As I mentioned that I was born in Bokoto, we hail from Ibanda, a place somewhere near Mbarara. This man was spectacular in his own ways. Very smart, very articulate. His English was precise. Every single day he dressed up early, suit, tie, perfectly dressed. He had his shop in Ibanda. Everybody respected him. He built his house, and outside his house he put first house. He built a second house, built second house. It was very ridiculous. I never got a lot of respect for this man. I went to see him recently at Christmas time. He's, believe it or not, still coherent, 96 years old, as lean as she is, very slim. He's looked after his life all the time, and very articulate. So I have a lot of respect for that family. So when Purity asked me to come, I could not say no. A bit about Purity. Purity is a very determined young lady, very hardworking. She sees the big picture. She's determined to do the journey. She will walk. She doesn't believe in instant gratification. She marks something and says, I'm going to get there. And that's what makes her special. she has that ability to focus until she achieves what she wants. She's almost pushing to say when she wants something. She will push and push until she gets it. And that's a quality, an asset to have. So I commend Purity, the work she has done, the ability to share her knowledge, what she has learned. It's also a blessing. And she's doing it now successfully, sustainably. And we should all take a leaf from her. Because we are at a place in our country today where we need role models. When you see somebody who's been on this and can now come and be in shape, and doesn't want to keep it a secret, she wants to share it. You pay a small price for her juices, but wow, the difference it makes. I have wars with my children at home because now they've got into this craze also of juices. They think an old man like me can start drinking juice and live on juice. Really. I've worked so hard to get where I am. Then you tell me to spend the whole day I drink juice. Come on. You have a function and they say there's no meat at the function because they are vegetarian. Really? I'm the old Naguru and say, you don't have meat at your function. Okay, in moderation. But we've got to have balance now. That's what we're talking about. That fine balance that people want so that they can look good, stay good, and look beautiful. So I commend Purity. What am I going to say today about you? Because nearly all of you are much younger than me. You are youthful. You are the future. You are the generation of today that will deliver tomorrow. You have to think about your health. I prepared about 3 or 4 pages to talk about health. I've been researching. I found Dr. Cordelia talking here about the insulin, the pancreas, all these things. So I scrapped all of them and threw them away. The waiters took them away. So I'm not going to begin talking about health. You know everything about health, and I have no authority around health. I am not authoritative in that area. But I will pose a question to you, because it's something we take for granted. When you get up in the morning, what makes you get up? What is the most important thing to you? It's hard for people to focus a time on that. So I ask you, give me 5 things, the most important 5 things in your life. What would you say number 1 is? Number 2? Number 3? You take me this week. What's the most important thing to you in your life? The ladies here, one says health, one says she wants to be alive. Where am I going with this? Somebody else?
Most important thing to be
Somebody serious there? Someone having a cup of tea?
my children.
Mothers here, you can hear them. So where am I going with this? Many people get up thinking, I'm going to get up, go and work. So they think children, some people say God, some people say money. All these things are important. But then put them in what order in your life. Now, we can go around and everybody has his desires. What is the most important thing to you? Now, if I ask Pastor, he'll probably say God. You don't know what to say, I've not asked him. I don't want to put him on the spot. I asked some people, and a good number of them when you're at a religious function, the first thing, Jesus, oh God, or something like that. But then I say, do you really mean it? Are you ready to sacrifice? I know that the Catholic priests, then they sacrifice quite a lot because they choose not to get married. And people, I think it's an easy thing. It's not an easy thing because even God made his son in his own image. So we are wired to want to make somebody else in your own image. That's why we want our children. All these mothers who I ask what they want, family, their children. That's something that is hardwired into us. So, those who died in Uganda, for instance, the martyrs, those chose above their children, above their lives, God. And that's why they are martyrs. Spirituality. That is important. But how many of you are ready to die for your spirituality? This becomes interesting when you think about the order in which you do it. Because so many people have got about everything. They don't care so much about spirituality. They don't have children. So to them, what is most important is money. And it's important. Many people like to downplay money. Money is important because it's the lifeblood of society. It can change things. It can give you freedom. It gives you power. It gives you the ability to make choices. So it's important that we work for money. Unfortunately, that is a medium of exchange. It's the currency we use, money, whatever currency it is in. So, what are the most important things in your life? Think about it when you go out to eat. But I will share with you what's the most important for me, if you don't mind. For me, it is family, number one. Why family? Because of my history, what I went through. My values are carved out, they are sculpted around my family. So number one by far is family. When I work so hard, whether it is for money or for other things, it is for family. I'm at the age where I want to plan now, not my legacy, but what do I leave for my family, so that they don't go through what I went through, the pains, the valley I went through to come out to be on the hill. I lived somewhere not far away in the valley of Bokoto. It was a trying time. During Amin's days, it was very trying when we had nothing. Yet we felt entitled. We didn't think we belonged here. It was an injustice that had caused at the time. But that is history. You have to move on. But it took so long to live in a dark hole, in a very deep pit. And one day somebody would come and liberate us. We waited, and that day did not come. I remember when the Israelis came, you hear about that story, the Israelis came and raided the airport and rescued the Israelis. We thought they would come back to rescue us. They never came. We kept waiting because now they gave us hope. But they didn't come out. Until one day, Julius Nyerere, Tanzania, joined the people who were in Uganda and led the march to liberate Uganda. And then a new dawn was born. And that changed Uganda. That gave us hope. I was doing my A-levels at the time. And I knew there was a chance. It was like the clouds had opened up. Now light was coming in. So, to me, number one, family. Number two, health. Because if you don't have good health, you can't even enjoy your family. You always will be in pain. So you have to look after yourself. Like somebody said, you have only one body. And you have to live in that body for the rest of your life. Whether you earn more money later, you can move to another house, you can move near a hospital, you can move into a hospice, but you have one life. Ask Steve Jobs, with all the money and the power he had, when he was bedridden, he could have exchanged it for anything. But he couldn't get his health back. So, to me, health is very important. You need to look after it. And it's doing things like you're doing today. This is a new era where you young people are beginning to eat healthy, beginning to exercise regularly. Things we didn't have to do. We're Ugandans, we don't have to regularly exercise because we are walking around, we are doing things. But now affluence has set in. With affluence comes a disease called affluenza. Because you are now affluent. And then it comes to these complexities, complex diseases, cancers. Everyone says cancer is on the increase. It's because we are becoming complicated, our lives, our lifestyles. So we've got to be wary of this. Number three, friends. You need to have friends around you. Some of the problems we have, especially the mental ones, so many people go into depressions because they think they've got many friends. Especially if you look at their Facebook and Instagram, they have so many friends out there. But are they real friends to them? Do they care for you? Do they value you? Are they there when you need them? And that's one thing we are not being very mindful about. The number of people that are having mental issues, mental breakdowns, and we can't just keep sending them to doctors. We've got to help them heal. And that healing comes from inside. And that's why you need friends, real friends that are there to support you in good times and in bad times. Number four, family, we've said number one. Number two was health. Number three, friends. Number four, for me, spirituality. You need to be grounded spiritually. Many people live like they are leaves. When the wind blows, that leaf goes. Where it lands, it doesn't matter. You need to be grounded spiritually. Some people wonder why some people are lucky, and others think as you arrive at the train has left you. At the airport, they just closed the checking in. The bus you want to catch has just left. And you think other people who are lucky are just lucky. It's because all the other factors seem to work for those people. You work just as hard. Spirituality on its own will not deliver you if you don't work hard. But if you work hard and you don't have that element of luck, that's extra energy that is divine, that protects you. If you feel you're special and you're protected, you will feel protected. It's the secret of life. So you need to have a spiritual angle. Whether you're a Muslim, a born again, a Catholic, a priest, a Protestant, whatever it is, find your spirituality. Find what grounds you. And you feel that where you are going, everything seems to work out. You walk to the airport, no one troubles you, whether it's immigration or customs, because you feel you're protected. There is divine intervention. If there is evil, there is good. Whether that good is Jesus or God, whatever it is, the two forces work. And we know there's witchcraft here, but there's also something that you can't explain on the other side. And what we can't explain on the positive side is that divine spirituality. You need to embrace it. You need to teach your children about this. Because children of today think they can answer everything with science and with school stuff and academic stuff. They think they know it all. But there is that force that's outside, and that is the spiritual hand. So I urge everybody not to drop it. I carry a rosary all the time. Day and night, I shower it, I never let go of that rosary. It's something I believe in. It reminds me every day, not that I believe in a rosary for what it is, it gives me that reminder that you've got to be a spiritual person. It keeps you grounded. All these things of success, they come, you think power goes to your head, you spend a few days in State House, everyone's calling you a very important person, you come home feeling important, at the end of the day, you're the same guy. And you've got to be spiritually grounded. You humble yourself, respect your wife, respect your kids, it brings you back to earth. Lastly, money. I talked a bit about it. Money is important because with money you have the ability to make a difference. Not only in your life, in the lives of the ones you love. You give them security. You give them the energy to continue doing what they want to do, to chase their dreams, to whatever they believe in. Without money, you are also going to be stuck. It's embarrassing when you're an adult and then you have to ask your child to help you pay the rent. At my age, you should be planning to help the children. What do I give them to start off in life? Traditionally, we give you a few cows to start off in life. Today, it's got to be something different. A kid graduates from school and has nowhere to start. As it is, jobs are really hard to get. You want to start a small business, everyone says start a business. Are you going to go and line up for your youth livelihood fund? If you have set aside 5 million, teach him how to work with 5 million. Learn how to make 5 million to become 10. 10 becomes 15, then 20, 25. Teach him the discipline. But if you don't have that, whatever you say, good ideas will remain good ideas. You need to teach them to take their own lives in their hands. There's a village that had let's say for today's purpose, a village called Uganda. At one time the economy was so bad. Things were so dark. People were so poor. Everyone was frustrated. The men were just drinking. The women had to do all the work. And the community was breaking down. And then one day somebody discovered the guy who had caused all the problems in Uganda. And said, we found this guy and we killed him. So all of you come and see the guy who had caused all these problems. They took the guy, put him in a coffin, took the coffin to the police station. And then everybody was called on radio to come and see. And they lined up, all of them, because they had the announcement on the radio, and came and lined up to see who this guy was, who had caused all their problems, the poverty, the disease, the fighting, all the problems they had in their life. And they lined up. And as they came and paid their respect to this person, and saw who was causing this problem, they all started crying, going away crying, till this person reached the front, to see who is this person who caused all these problems. And inside the coffin, you all know what was in there. A mirror. The mirror was you seeing yourself. You are the cause of your problems. Your poverty, your fighting, all the things you blame the government, the school, your parents, it is you. You've got to take your life into your own hands. Your destiny is in your hands. You can make a difference. So when you get up tomorrow, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are the reason I am successful, or you are the reason I'm afraid. You wake up with a hangover, blame that guy in the mirror. You want to go to work? It's that guy. You're untidy? It's that guy. If you're doing well, pat that guy in the morning. You're a champ. You're going to do it today. Encourage yourself. You've got to lift yourself out of the situation you're in if you want to get better. You've got to do things differently. You've got to form good habits. The habits you create, the habits you form will protect you. Don't just do it once. Make it a habit every day to get up early, to exercise, to eat healthy, to be polite, to be responsive, to be punctual, to work harder, to aim what you've got to do and stay focused. If you do that, your life will change. That change is not magical, but it is you ultimately, at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. So I encourage all of you, you're all mature people who are here today. I'm not talking to young people who are in school trying to determine which career to take. But I assure you, each and every one of you can change your life. Not just by drinking Kwerabits, not just by praying. Because in Uganda we love praying. We go in government meetings, then start with a prayer. The action will come after the meeting. We see what have we done from the last minutes. We had zero action. Prayer on its own cannot deliver us. But you, if you have the right attitude, the right mind, and become focused, live through the journey. When you start something, do it to the end. It's a struggle. But you must learn that every struggle makes you strong. So I can go on and on, but this is not supposed to be about giving a lecture. I was supposed to give a note as a guest, but I felt I should share with you what I value most. Family, friends, health, spirituality, and of course money. Don't underestimate the need to accumulate some money. And accumulating money is not so hard. Just make sure you spend less than you earn, and eventually you start accumulating more. Or make sure you're earning more than you're spending. Whichever direction you want to choose, eventually you'll accumulate. Whatever you dream, you want to do it, do it. I began building this hotel at a time when we were in a crisis. The country was going into a crisis. It was a hard period. I had loans, people wrote nasty things, Bitature'S is finished, it's going to go down, and the more people celebrated, the guys who have never even seen me, they don't know me, I've never touched them. They were all celebrating, it's down like a big tree is falling, yeah, it's going to fall, it's going to fall. What was the point? They didn't even know what I was doing, where I was putting the money. I was building a power plant in Tororo, I'm trying to expand it. And you know we've got challenges because Karuma was coming on stream in 2019, so we have a gap. So I was building a solar power plant, I was building an extra thermal power plant. I'm trying to do different things, but now things that have social impact. Not just to help me become rich or richer. Things that will change people's lives. How can I touch people's lives in a different way? Because I don't want to go into mainstream politics, I want to stay on the line, outside the game. But have influence and help change people's lives. That's why I spend so much time talking to the youth in these blogs. If you can share, that's what it's all about. But I guess I'm getting carried away. My daughter is thinking, Dad, sit down, sit down. So my daughter was on the training and gave some awards out. Thank you, Kwera. We hope you'll come back. The bits will help you. It's lucky, BIT. We are being bit or something, but then no bits is fine. I'm going to ask Purity to choose 5 people who shall give complimentary nights in the Thank you very much. Have a wonderful